research has examined an increasingly large number of psychotherapies, the availability of excellent treatments has widened. One of the long-standing, well-used modes of psychotherapy is psychodynamic psychotherapy. And in the current issue of the journal, Steinert and colleagues asked the question, using a meta-analytic approach, how does the efficacy of psychodynamic psychotherapy compare to other treatments? And the findings that emerge are of great interest to both researchers and clinicians, and they suggest, with the data that we have, the efficacy of psychodynamic psychotherapy compares quite favorably to the other forms of treatment that are available. And this should increase the interest of clinicians in looking at these studies and asking more questions about the utility of psychodynamic psychotherapy. Domingue and colleagues use very new techniques to provide novel information about a long-standing question in the field of psychiatry. They use a modern, unique approach to evaluating genetics and examine the association between genetic risk for depression and the rate of depressive symptoms following the death of a spouse. The new technology is called a polygenic risk score, and this actually quantifies the underlying genetic risk by taking information that we know from genome-wide association studies. The main finding is to show that risk for depression on this polygenic risk score predicts the risk that an individual will manifest relatively high levels of depressive symptoms after a significant stressor, the death of a loved one. And the importance here is that this brings a new technique to bear on one of the oldest questions we have. How does intrinsic vulnerability, here in the form of genetics, relate to risk when faced with stress?